Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here once again on this Friday afternoon, a beautiful February evening. Feels more like May, Jason. But we're here for the 2A regional semifinal game, or 2D, regional semifinal game for the boys as the Central Warriors are getting ready to take on the Graham G men from Graham High School. Jason, this place is already packed out. This might be the biggest event to hit Wise County in the last 10 years.
I believe so. It's been a wild atmosphere so far, although the first game was a little lopsided. Okay, I'm being biased. It was a whole lot lopsided. Eastside clearly outclassed Twin Valley, who played hard, but you can tell they was a very young team. But it's already been a grumble through the fans. You can hear them say these next three games, they're expecting some really good action. Of course, me and you're here to cover our team, and that being the Central Warriors, and we're expecting a great game out of them tonight as they will play the Graham G-Men. The G-Men are coming into tonight's contest with a 24-2 record. They are very athletic. I'll tell you a little bit what I know about them right now is they love to run a diamond press. They play that in-your-face defense, and they like to score out of transition. So we expect a lot of running guns out of that. Of course, I think to a certain extent plays into our hands because we've got two pretty good guards, I think, and both of them boast 1,000-point scorers now. And so we expect for them making good decisions tonight and setting up their team and getting them in up and down the floor and us being able to set up and getting a good half-court defense and force Graham to play out of their hands and that be try to take shots outside.
Again, if you were with us last night for the Lady Warriors, who came out victorious on top of the Union Bears, 46-37, I believe, was the final score. And they'll be in action tomorrow night at 4:45, taking on the Virginia High Bearcats for the Region D Championship and an opportunity to host next week's state quarterfinal games here at UVA Wise. Jason, while we've got a quick second here, go ahead and tell us who our sponsor is for the night, the game sponsor, and run down the sponsors to make this broadcast possible.
All right, tonight's game sponsor is Powell Valley National Bank. We are gratefully appreciative of them tonight for their hospitality and coming forward. And, it just seems like every game that we've got, somebody steps up after we finish one and somebody says, I want to sponsor the next one. So we've been able to keep this thing rolling. So we're very thankful tonight for Powell Valley National Bank being our game time sponsor. But we also want to run down our list of other sponsors. Who was on with us last night. Home Changing was our game sponsor last night. Also, we've had ITS, Ideal Technological Solutions, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Danhus, Your Lularoe Consultant, Morgan McClure Chevrolet, Coburn, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, The Pound IGA, and notice I did say The Pound IGA, Rainbow Gymnastics, England Consulting Group, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and we're adding a new one tonight, Ben Harding. Those of you that don't know who Ben Harding is, he doesn't have a business, but he's in business of the band. He's our band director at Central High School, and he came on board, said he wanted to sponsor, and he's looking to maybe even be a feature game sponsor here in the next contest or two as our girls progress up the state. So we want to thank all these guys and these companies that have come on to be our sponsors, but a big shout out tonight to Powell Valley National Bank for being our game sponsor here for the boys action tonight as our Central Warriors face off against the Graham G-Men.
We've got about a minute to go here before we get things started tonight. We're looking forward to some exciting action. Looks like the crowd is fired up and ready to go for an exciting action as well. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the game tonight. We've got about a minute to go, and you're going to hear us not talk for the next little bit as we're going to let Chris Davis, the man on the mic here at the Pryor Center of UVA Wise, he's going to be giving us the starting five once again for the Region 2A, Region D semifinal matchup between your Central Warriors taking on the Graham G-Men of Graham High School. We'll be right back with the tip.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Pryor Convocation Center here on the campus of the University of Virginia's College at Wise for your Region 2D Boys Basketball Semifinal. Our matchup this evening is going to pit the Warriors of Central versus the G-Men of Graham. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight to tonight's starting lineups. Now right to it, the pass. Warrior fans, make some noise for your starting five. Starting at guard is a 6'2" junior, number 12, Tyler Hanover. Also starting at guard is a 5'10" senior, number 15, Dalton Mullins. Starting at forward is a junior, he's 6 foot tall, number 30, Ben Steller. Starting at guard is a 5'10" sophomore, number 32, Isaiah McAmis. And starting at forward is a 6'3" junior, number 44, Bryson Collins. Mr. Stevie Neese, Mr. Chris Wilson, Mr. Kelly Foster, Mr. Hunter Romano, Mr. Justin Boggs, your assistant coaches. The head coach, Mr. TJ McAmis. Central Warrior fans, make some noise for your starting five. Now, G-Men fans, make some noise for your starters. Starting at guard is a 6' senior, number 12, Darren Martin. Starting at guard is a 5'9" junior, number 14, Drew Baker. Starting at forward is a 6' senior, number 23, Emil Curto. Starting at guard is a 6' senior, number 32, Ty Gray. And steadily down low at center is a 6'5" senior, number 52, Garrett Dalton. Assistant coaches for the G-Men, Mr. Ben Carlock, Mr. Tony Palmer, Mr. Justin Gray, Mr. Kyle Hammond. The head coach, Mr. Glenn Carlock. G-Men fans, make some noise for your starting five.
All right, we're getting ready to get underway here. Just about ready to have the tips as both teams are shaking hands in the middle circle. Referees are getting themselves set, checking with each other and checking with the scorers table as well as we're ready to jump off the first round or the first two, the semifinal game tonight of the Region Boys Basketball Tournament. Tip underway. Ball's up and it is down to the Graham G-Men to start off. The ball comes to 14, Drew Baker, as he dribbles across the half-court line, picked up by Tyler Vanover. He's applying the pressure. He drives into the foul line. Still dribbling, still being pressure, still being applied by Tyler Vanover. He picks his dribble up, goes over to the right wing to Darren Martin, number 12. He goes down to the corner to number 23. That is Emil Curto. He's back to the top, the 52 to Garrett Dalton. Top of the key, over to the left wing again. That's Baker. Graham taking the time here, being patient. Pretty good job by the Warriors playing defense as Baker drives in to the lane, kicks it over to number 52. Dalton for the three. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors. As Dalton Mullins comes back down the other way, finds Tyler Vanover in the left corner for a three. Shots up, no good. Rebound comes down to Ben Stout as Dalton goes back into the lane. And as he drives into the basket, he gets called for a foul. And that'll be a first foul on Dalton.
That call being made before he even drew any kind of a contact. Sorry about that, folks, but I can't believe that one was called. I don't care whose kid it is.
As the ball comes back to the Graham G-Men, number 14, Baker, the point guard, down to the right corner, number 32. That's Ty Gray. He finds the ball down low to number 52, Dalton, knocked away by Bryson Collins. Good defensive effort there by the Warriors. 6:55 to go, still no score. It'll be Graham ball underneath.
Warriors playing a little matchup man-to-man here. Graham, a lot of movement. Anytime you got a 6'5" post that can shoot 3-pointers, which is what we saw the first possession, that means there's some athletes on the floor, and I think most teams can boast with some pretty good athletes out here.
As Baker drives to the basket, got the screen from number 52, Dalton, who steps back from about 15 feet to the left elbow, shots up and good, scores 2-0. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Dalton Mullins calls out the play from Coach McCamus as he walks it across the timeline, and the Warriors set up double screen on both sides as Isaiah McCamus trails to the right wing, shot up for a 3. It's no good. Rebounds up and down to number 32, who is Ty Gray for the Graham G-men. Quickly back the other way comes number 52, Garrett Dalton, and as Bryson Collins slides under to try to take the charge, he did not get there in time. The block will be called on him. Basket's up and good as Dalton's going to go to the line and shoot the extra foul shot. 4-0 is now your score in favor of Graham.
Again, alluding to what we said before, 52, that's an athletic post out there at 6'5". Not a skinny kid. I mean, he's a good-looking kid, put together well, and showed some athleticism there as he takes it to the hole. Looking to add to the lead. Shots up, and it's good. That makes it 5-0 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go.
Graham picks up in their full court defense. Dalton Mullins gets the ball inbounded from Bryson Collins, being guarded by number 14, Baker, to the top of the key. He drives into the lane to the foul line, dribbles all the way back here to the right wing, finds Tyler Vann over the top of the key. It goes down with the left hand. Smith moves into the lane, picks up his dribble, finds Dalton Mullins back up, and the Warriors are going to set up to run through their next offensive play. As Baker is on the defense with Dalton Mullins over here to the right wing to Tyler Vanover, being guarded by number 12, Darren Martin, back to the top to Ben Stallard. Dribbles to the left wing, finds Dalton Mullins coming around for a dribble handoff. Ball back down to the left corner to Isaiah McCamus, who has lots of pressure being applied to him by Ty Gray. His shot's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by number 12, Darren Martin for the G-men. They're back the other way. He makes a move into the foul line, cut off by Dalton Mullins. Ball's underneath to number 52, Garrett Dalton.
Good
and his
block
shot
there by Bryson Collins.
Is blocked by Bryson Collins. And we're back down the other way quickly with the Warriors as Bryson Collins is calling for the ball at the post. He can't get it in. And Bab, he gets it down at the post. He's going to have 2 men on him, kicks it out here to number 30, Ben Stallard. His 3 will be blocked away by number 14, Drew Baker. It's going to remain Central basketball. 5:11 to go. 5-0 is currently your score in favor of Graham.
Not the start Coach McCamus was looking for.
Loose ball's knocked away there by number 32, Ty Gray. Is going to remain Warrior basketball on the right side of the floor here. The side bounds in. Side inbounds we have coming now from the Warriors. As Dalton Mullins breaks to the top, gets the ball inbounded to him from Tyler Vanover, brings it to the top of the key, over to the left wing to Isaiah McCamus, who has number 12, Darren Martin, on him. And back out to the top to Dalton. As the Warriors run through there, he's got a high screen from Isaiah McCamus. Dalton Mullins picks up the ball, finds Bryson Collins at the foul line. And his pass down here to Tyler Vanover in the corner is also knocked away. That's by Ty Gray. Pretty good job their first couple possessions for Ty Gray for the Graham G-men. Being handsy there, Jason, just like you said we expected him to be.
He's very quick. He's got good hands. Very good athlete. Making difference for the Warriors right now as they're trying to settle into their own offense here.
Ball's over to the left wing, and Tyler Vanover shots up for a 3. It's off the back. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stallard out to Dalton Mullins, who draws back with 14 Baker guarding him. Dalton Mullins drives into the lane with the right-handed layup. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Isaiah McCamus, who shoots a 3 in the corner off the top of the backboard. No good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton, Garrett Dalton, that is, of Graham. They're coming back down the other way as Baker makes a move into the foul line, finds Garrett Dalton underneath, who kicks it to the left corner to Darren Martin. And we have a block called.
That's going to be on Bryson Collins, and that's going to be his second, team third.
4:17 to go here in the first quarter of action for the regional semifinal games. The Grand G-men are currently ahead of the Warriors with a score of 5-0.
14, Elijah Hayes.
As we have substitutes coming in for the Central Warriors, the ball is inbounded by Graham underneath at the top of the key. The 32, Ty Gray, who goes to the left corner to Martin, who comes back up to the top to Gray, who shoots a deep 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Loose ball rebound, no good. Comes back back down to Graham. Back to right wing to Gray again as Graham runs through their offense. Darren Martin to the top, over to the left here to Baker. To number 52, that's Garrett Dalton, makes a nice post move in. Scores now 7-0 in favor of the Warriors. They come running back down the other way. Outlet pass up to Ben Stouter, just out of reach. Score 7-0 still in favor of the Grand G-Men.
In the ball game now for the Central Warriors is number 10, Ben Brickey, and number 14, Elijah Hayes. Also checking in is number 20, Jordan Bishop.
As Baker dribbles across the timeline, guarded by Ben Brickey, who finds that the foul line to Garrett Dalton, the post to, I think, Jason, does he have all 7 points to start the game?
He does. He's been a one-man wrecking crew thus far.
As Baker drives into the lane, he is cut off on the drive.
And we got a charge called, I believe. Isaiah McCamus having good position there. And I believe that number 14 is going to be charged for the charge. That's the team's first, his first.
Tyler Bano checks back in for Jordan Bishop. And number 20, Nick Owens, checks in for the G-Men, going to take Ty Gray's place.
Graham set up in their diamond press, which we kind of figured we would see. That's kind of been their staple on the year, what they like to do.
Dalton and Tyler are doing a good job up here trying to get this thing worked out. And we got a nice quick dive down to the basket. Good backdoor pass by Elijah Hayes. Ben Brickey gets on the back post. Shots up and good. Good possession there for the Warriors. 7-2, 3 minutes to go. It's your score here in the first quarter. The Warriors are patient on that offensive possession, Jason. Got a good look underneath.
Good ball movement. They had good ball movement there and took advantage. Good screen up top. And then able to take advantage of the numbers. As
number 23, Emil Kurto, goes down to the right corner to Dalton again. And his pass back to Kurto is knocked away by Elijah Hayes, getting his foot on it. The kickball is going to remain Graham basketball.
Nick Owens, number 20, is checked in for Graham G-Men.
As Graham runs through their inbounds plays, ball comes to the right wing to Owens, who then finds number 12, Martin, at the top. And we look like we have an illegal screen called underneath, Jason.
I believe that was on number 20.
Owens, his first, team second. Again, the foul call offensive.
Looks like Graham is backed up here a little bit. Now they're walking back forward. They're going to apply a little pressure as Dalton Owens dribbles the ball down the floor on the left-hand side. Just crosses the timeline. Graham's back in there man-to-man. Elijah Hayes has the ball at the right wing. He finds Dalton Owens as he comes for a dribble handoff. Ball stolen away by Baker, and it goes off of Baker, and it will remain Central basketball. Isaiah McCain set the inbounds the ball. Ball comes in to Dalton Mullins. He goes straight at Martin, and he's going to be, or Dalton, excuse me. Dalton Mullins is going to drive straight at number 52, Garrett Dalton. He's going to be called for a walk. A turnover, ball back to the Graham G-Men.
I think that's what the Warriors are going to have to do, though, Lance. They're going to have to attack.
I agree, Jason, completely. As long as Nick Owens has the ball over to the right wing, he's open, steps back for a three, shots up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins of the Warriors. He's running back the other way, has Elijah Hayes to the lane, and Dalton Mullins picks his dribble up. Nice right-handed layup, scooping underneath number 12, Darren Martin. It scores now 7-4. We got 2 left to go here in the first quarter. As number 12, Darren Martin has the basketball, goes to the top of the key to Nick Owens, who goes over to the right wing to Garrett Dalton. Ball's knocked away by Elijah Hayes. He gets underneath it. He has the ball. He's going to go into the lane. Up a high off the glass. It's no good. Rebound comes down to number 12, Darren Martin. Nice play there by Hayes. Just couldn't finish as Martin dribbles back down the other way on the fast break. Decides to pull the basketball out. He's picked up at the right wing over there by Dalton Mullins. And he drives in to cross over with a jump shot from about 15 feet. Nice shot there by Darren Martin. It's up and good. 9-4. Now your score, 1:20 to go.
Martin's got some good ball handling skills.
Yes, he does, Jason. As number 15, Dalton Mullins has the ball here at the top, finds Ben Brickey, and Ben Brickey is called for a walk. A turnover against the Warriors. Graham basketball.
Checking in for Graham is going to be number 24. That is Evan Stanley. Nope.
He's not checking in.
He's not checking in.
In the ball game for the Warriors is number 30, Evan Stanley.
1:09 left to play as the Warriors extend a little bit of pressure here. They're 2-2-1, about a half-court trap. that they're trying to work on and just kind of slow Graham down as the ball gets over to the right wing to Baker. He makes a nice behind-the-back dribble, almost gets it turned over all the way, skip past to the left side to 12 Martin, who goes down to the left corner. Number 23, who is Curto, who misses the first layup, gets his own rebound and puts the second one back. 11-4. Now your score with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. As Dalton Mullins calls out the play for the Warriors, being guarded by Baker. Finds his right-handed dribble back cut to Isaiah McCamus, and as Elijah Hayes curls around, nice feed there by Isaiah McCamus, and nice curl by Elijah Hayes. He's going to get fouled on the layup. Going to go shoot two.
Good ball movement there by the Warriors. As, looks like Graham maybe had set back in 2-3 zone, I believe it was.
I believe it was, Jay. As the first shot from Elijah Hayes is getting ready to come underway, it is up, and it's no good. Score is still 11-4. In favor of the Graham G-men. 33.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter as Elijah's getting ready to shoot his second of 2 foul shots. Shot on its way. It's up. It is good. 11-5 now your score. 33 to go as Baker for Graham quickly down the other way up to the right wing to Martin, back to Baker as we're at 25 seconds. We've got number 23, Curto, at the left elbow, being guarded by Ben Staller. Over to number 24, that's Dawson. Back up to the top to Darren Martin, being guarded by Dalton Mullins. Going to get a high screen here from Emil Curto. Decides to wave it off as the Warriors jump into a 2-3 zone with 9 seconds left to go here in the game, first quarter. As Gray goes over to the right wing to Baker. 2 seconds left, down to number 24. Last shot at the buzzer. It's no good. Good defensive possession there by the Warriors at the end of the quarter out there. Score is 11-5 at the end of the first quarter in favor of the Graham G-men. We had a little trouble getting started there, Jay, to start the game off with. We've settled in nicely, though, I think. The last couple of possessions had some good looks. Elijah couldn't convert on the layup, but he got fouled. We had a couple good looks underneath as well. And not as quickly as up and down as we first expected to see these two teams play.
Really not. Every scout report that I've heard Coach McCamus and some of the guys talk about was that Graham will get up and down the floor and don't really like to take the ball outside and shoot it much. But yet that's what we've seen. We've seen a half-court offense out of Graham and only seen the press a time or two. Of course, out of that press, we was able to score out of the transition. So I think both teams right now just trying to fill out for each other what can go on. And, offensively, obviously, we have some pretty good shooters on our team that, first quarter jitters, big crowd, atmosphere, a lot of pressure on the line. We see somebody we've not seen all year long. And that's in the back of these kids' mind. They don't want to end this thing out tonight. And so first quarter, I think, contribute to a little bit of pregame maybe jitters, and hopefully we're settled down now because second quarter action is getting ready to start.
As it will be Warrior basketball to start the second quarter here of our regional semifinal game, as Isaiah McCamus, who recently scored his 1,000th point the other night against Richlands, is going to inbound it to Dalton Mullins, and here we go. Second quarter now started.
Graham set up in that 2-3 zone.
As the Warriors get themselves adjusted to how they want to attack this offensive possession, over to the left wing to Ben Stallard, who goes to the right wing to Tyler Vanover, who then finds a curling Isaiah McCamus at the foul line. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Darren Martin of the Graham G-men. He has the ball now at the left corner. Back up to the top of the key, number 14, Drew Baker, who finds number 20, who is Nick Owens, back up to the top of the key as well, as Martin has the basketball, dribbling to the right wing, being guarded by Isaiah McCamus. He dribbles into the lane. Good job there of Ben Stallard stopping the drive. He kicks it out to Curto, number 23, for the three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Vanover, and quickly the other way come the Warriors as the ball is knocked away there just for a second by number 14, Drew Baker, and it will be off of him, and it will be Warrior basketball. Baker's a pretty good basketball player, Jason. He's been a little bit everywhere tonight.
Yes, he has. He's got good hands.
Not a real big kid, but he is athletic and Kelly's very high basketball IQ type of kid.
Yes, he knows where to be. He doesn't get himself out of position and plays real good transition defense, I've noticed.
We got a cross-court skip pass to Tyler Vanover. Shots up from the three, from the left wing for three. It is up and good. 11-8 is now your score as we have 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. Graham, number 12, Darren Martin has the ball at the left wing up to the top of the key to Chance Dawson, who goes over to the right wing to Nick Owens, who is dribbling around, finds Martin again at the top of the key, being guarded by Dalton Mullins. He's looking to break him down. Dalton Owens doesn't allow him to. Ball's to the right wing there to Drew Baker. It looks like it might be just a little bit out of his range, Jay. He thought about it for a second, decided not to. Dribbles into the foul line, stopped by Elijah Hayes. Ball comes to Owens, who shoots a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Stallard, and the other way comes the Warriors as the ball is up quickly to Isaiah McCamus, who finds a streaking Elijah Hayes down the backside. Oops, up towards the back of the glass there. Nice high pass. Elijah Hayes went up to get it and looked as if he was going to be able to lay it in, but he gets fouled on the attempt, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
That foul was called on number 23. I think you called that Curto.
Curto. I think is how he said it.
Nonetheless, that's his second. Team third.
First shot from Hayes is no good. See if he can get the next one to fall for him here as that one rattled around and popped out on him. Got some substitutes coming in for the Graham G-men. We'll get those for you here in just a second as the second shot is getting ready to come on the way from Elijah Hayes. He has just received the basketball from the official, sets himself. Shot is up, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Owens. Nice hustle as he tiptoes the sideline over there to keep possession for the Warriors. Being guarded at the top of the key by Darren Martin. As the Warriors run through their next offensive possession, Elijah Hayes has the ball. It's top of the key. Gives Dalton Owens a dribble handoff. He gets picked up by number 24. He switches back quickly to Martin. Finds Isaiah McCamus at the top of the key for a three. Shots no good. Martin's racing back down the other way. Finds number 14, Baker, over on the left-hand side. He goes back to Martin, and the layup for Martin is no good. Rebound pulled down, though, by Ty Gray, who then finds number 52, Garrett Dalton. He goes back to Martin again, who shoots the three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors, and a quick outlet pass by Isaiah McCamus up to a streaking Ben Stallard down the floor, and he is up and good with the reverse layup with the right hand. Nice job there by the Warriors. Good defensive possession, quick turnover, nice transition, and a good finish. Now the score is 11-10 as Graham calls a timeout.
McCamus does a good job on that. He got that outlet on the rebound, looked up, saw a streaking Stallard coming down the court, and just put it up there to where nobody but him, Stallard could get it. He's able to handle the pass and get the layup. So good heads-up play. That's two nice passes we've seen full court out of McCamus to make the score 10-11, down one right here. But I tell you what, it seems like the Warriors may be settling in a little bit to what they want to do. Graham maybe a little bit out of their comfort zone here.
I agree.
Taking some shots that I don't know that their coaches would want them to take, but Warriors doing a good job of guarding the basket.
Once again, our game sponsor for tonight is Powell Valley National Bank. Listen, people, why in the world would you go to a big bank chain? And they treat you just like a number. Let's go to a hometown bank somewhere. People treat you like family. Know your name, know your kid's name, know your grandma's name, knows everybody's name in the family. Might as well go ahead and go to Powell Valley National Bank. We thank them very much for their sponsorship of tonight's broadcast of the Sergio Sports Media broadcast of the semifinal night here as the Central Warriors and Graham G-men are in a battle with 5:30 left to go. Graham has the basketball. That is Baker up at the top of the key, dribbled to the left hand over to the left wing, being guarded by Tyler Vanover. A ball to the top of the key to Darren Martin. It's a screen set for him by Chance Dawson to the high screen, and he's going to drive into the basket. It's cut off there by Dalton Owens over to 32, Ty Gray, the right wing, back into the top of the key to Drew Baker, who then finds number 52, Garrett Dalton at the elbow, makes a nice drive down. Elijah Hayes plays pretty good defense there, but he can't cut him off. 10-13 is now your score as Graham comes back down in the press. Up quickly for the Warriors as Ben Stallard has the ball at the elbow, finds Isaiah McCamus on the left side for a three. Shots up, and it's good. 13-13, 4:50 left to go in the game. In the first half, excuse me.
Good ball movement again. Graham showing a little bit of press there, and Warriors able to break it. And get the
number 24, Chance Dawson, shoots a three from the left corner. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by number 32, Ty Gray. His shot's no good. Rebound comes down to the Warriors as Dalton Owens goes streaking down to the side. The right-hand layup. Nice pass there by Isaiah McCamus. We have the score now 15-13, 4:20 left to go.
Warriors with the first lead of the night.
We have Darren Martin now at the top of the key over to the left corner to Garrett Dalton, the big post who drives baseline. He gets cut off by Ben Stallard. Ball's back up to the top here, number 32, who is Ty Gray, who goes to the right wing to Darren Martin. He drives into the lane, shot with the left hand, not going to be any good as he has a charge called against him. Nice job there by Elijah Hayes. We saw Jason great minutes out of him Wednesday night against Richland. He's coming in and making an impact again tonight in the game.
I tell you, we made reference last night in the girls' game about one of our, I think it was Brooke Porter, we talking about being like a water bug. I would have to say that number 12, Darren Martin for the G-men would qualify for the same as well.
He is quick.
He is quick. Very good first step, good body control. And to be able to draw a charge on him is good defense, and that's what we saw out of Elijah Hayes here.
As Dalton Mullins tries to break the press here by himself with left-handed dribble, he got a little nudge with the hips there by Gray. That was a pretty good job by Gray, knocking him out of bounds. Ball turned over to the G-men. As number 12, Darren Martin has the ball at the left wing, goes down to the left corner for Chance Dawson, who finds number 14, Baker. He goes up to the elbow to Garrett Dalton. He goes back over to the right wing to number 12, Darren Martin, being guarded by Dalton Mullins. Going to get a screen there from Garrett Dalton. And Martin decides not to take the screen, but dribbles to the left and gets a a jump shot from the foul line. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Martin. His pass down to the post is knocked away by the Warriors. It's going to remain Graham basketball.
Garrett Dalton there doing a good job finding a wide open Ty Gray, but Isaiah McCamus was able to slip in at the last second, knock the ball loose, out of bounds, Graham's ball.
As number 32, Ty Gray, inbounds the ball for the Graham G-men. Excuse me, as Drew Baker has his left wing, finds Garrett Dalton in the high post, who has the ball over to the right wing to number 20, who is Nick Owens, and his three is no good, but rebound gets pulled down by Dalton Mullins. As we're back the other way, quickly skip past to Ben Brickey on the right wing. He drives down the baseline, ball up to the elbow to Jordan Bishop, who makes a move inside and finds Isaiah McCamus over on the left wing. Shot up for a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Baker. Back the other way comes Graham, as he's going to go coast to coast with the left hand. It's no good, though. Good job by Ben Brickey hustling back and getting his hand on it. Rebound comes down quickly to Isaiah McCamus, who drives into the lane. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stouter. He can't seem to get his hands on it. Saves it underneath the basket to number 12, Darren Martin. And he comes back down the other way for Graham. Dribbles into the lane, makes a nice jump shot with his left hand. Shots up and good. And he's going to be fouled by Jordan Bishop.
It's good.
Nice little dribble stop. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call that move, but it was nice. Little jump stop there, up and under. And
a lateral jump stop. That was,
again, showing his athleticism.
Fairly athletic move there by Darren Martin. He is fouled by Jordan Bishop. Shot is good. Scores now 15-15. 2:34 left to go as Martin is getting ready to attempt his extra foul shot for the foul. It is on its way. Shots up. And it's good. 16-15 now in favor of Graham.
Graham's back out in that diamond press here. Mullins brings the ball down the floor. Over to Bishop. Back to Mullins. Mullins got his head up, finds an open bench. Brickey in the middle, who gets a little bump and just throws it
away. And then quickly comes Darren Martin back down the other direction with left-handed layup. 18-15. Now your score is the ball is turned over again by the Warriors. Up quickly to Ty Gray. He dribbles out to the left corner. He comes back up to the top of the key to Baker. He dribbles into the lane, and he goes up. Basket is let's see what we got here. Yeah, basket is good there. I thought he might call a charge. Looked like he was in question there for just a second, but he doesn't. He calls a block against Tyler Vanover. Shots up and good for Graham, 20-15. Now your score, 2:20 left to go here in the first half. As number 14, Drew Baker, getting ready for the foul shot as everybody gets set up here.
I think Graham's showing you exactly what it is that they like to do here. Create turnovers and get down the court quickly. Shots up, and it's good, making the score 21-15 in favor of Graham.
Graham staying in this diamond half-court press as Dalton Mullins and Tyler Vanover are back and forth across the top of it. Down to the foul line to Elijah Hayes, who goes back to the right wing to Isaiah McCamus. He goes to Dalton Mullins, back out to Isaiah McCamus, who shoots a three. He's going to be fouled on the shot by number 14, Drew Baker. Shot was close, didn't go in, though, so Isaiah's going to go to the line to shoot three.
That's Baker's second. That'll be the team's fifth. I'm sorry, team six.
2:03 left to go here in the first half. The Grand G-men are up 21-15 as Isaiah McCamus is set to shoot the first of three foul shots.
First shot's up, and it's good. Making the score 16-21 with 2:03 left in the second period.
Second shot getting ready to come underway. Sees the ball from the official, takes a couple of bounces, and deep breath shots up. It's good as well, making the score 17-21 in favor of Central Warriors as Drew Baker's set to go to the bench for the Graham G-men with his second foul. He runs the show for him, Jason. Be interesting to see kind of what happens here, that he has to go sit down for a little while.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Third shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by number 24 for Graham. That's Chance Dawson, who then goes over to Nick Owens, who's dribbling the basketball up at the top of the key. Over here to 24 to Chance Dawson, down to Ty Gray in the left corner, as he's guarded by Isaiah McCamus. Skip pass to the right wing to Darren Martin, who dribbles in, stopped by Dalton, and as number 24, Chance Dawson, that shoots the layup. Elijah Hayes tried to slide over and take the charge. He's not going to get that call. Layup was no good. Chance Dawson for Graham is set to shoot 2 foul shots. 21 to 17. Again, your score, 1:40 to go.
That's going to be Elijah's first. That'll be the team 6, as both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. First shot is up, and it's no good. Second shot on its way by Chance Dawson.
And he has the basketball now. Shots up. It is good. That making the score 22-17. Minute 40 to go as Dalton Mullins has the basketball for the Warriors. And Graham has stepped back out of their diamond press. Is going to pick up in a half-court man-to-man high screen set by Ben Stallard. Isaiah McCamus has the basketball at the foul line. Shoots a jump shot at the foul line. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stallard. Back to Isaiah McCamus at the left wing. He gets the dribble handoff to Dalton Mullins, being guarded by number 20, Nick Owens. As Dalton breaks the count from the official, Nick Owens crawls back up on him. Dalton continuing to break the count again. Over here to the left wing to Tyler Vanover. Elijah Hayes has the basketball passed to him at the foul line. It's knocked away. Turnover. Back quickly comes Nick Owens for the Graham G-men as number 12. Darren Martin goes in with the left hand. Shots up. It's good. 24-17. A minute to go. As Dalton comes back down quickly the other way. Dribbles in with his right hand. Finds Tyler Vanover with the right wing. He makes a spin move into the lane, shoots a layup, or shoots a jump shot. It's no good. Ben Stallard with the rebound. His layup is no good. Warriors, good job by Ben pulling it away from the big post as Isaiah McCamus goes in. He gets fouled, and then Ben Stallard then gets the rebound off of that, and he puts it in. 24-19, 30 seconds to go here in favor of Graham.
Good job, Ben Stallard, on the rebound there. He's had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds in the last 2 possessions.
As Darren Martin's going to take his time here dribbling the basketball. He's going to kick it over to the right to Ty Gray. The Warriors pick up some pressure. Ty Gray dribbles into his left hand, finds Dalton, Garrett Dalton down at the short corner on the right-hand side, and on his move to the basket, he forgot to dribble, Jason, and he's going to be called for a walk, turnover, Warrior basketball.
He saw a wide-open goal, and he was going to take it in for the layup, but like you said, dribbling's important in this game.
10 seconds to go as a high screen is set for Elijah Hayes. As Isaiah McCamus is dribbling in, he's going to go all the way to the lane. Ball is stripped away from him on the layup. We got 3.2 seconds left to go. Ball will remain with the Central Warriors as the Warriors inbound the play, or get ready to run through the inbounds plays as Isaiah McCamus is going to inbound the basketball. 3.2 seconds to go. Pass tipped, but picked up by Dalton Mullins, who stops to shoot a 3 at the buzzer. Shot is up off the back of the rim. No good. So after the first half, we have the Graham G-men 24, the Central Warriors 19, and a pretty exciting, well-played first half of basketball, Jason. As the Central Warrior cheerleaders come on for the halftime cheer, we're going to step away for just a second. And then once we come back, we'll give you first cap recap of the stats. We'll also give you kind of a rundown of the second half we think may need to happen as well. And we'll be back here in just a second. This is the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast, Warrior Nation blog, semifinal night here from UVA Wise. as the Lady Warrior cheerleaders just finished up their halftime dance, we are back here again at halftime. We've got about 7.5 minutes to go before we get the second half underway. Jason, give us a quick rundown of the stats there, the first half.
All right, first of all, for the Graham G-Men, have Emil Curto with 2 points, Darren Martin with 9, Drew Baker with 3, Garrett Dalton with 9, and Chance Dawson with 1. So most of the scoring there for the G-Men being done by Martin and Dalton. It seems, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Dalton who had the hot hand in the first quarter, and then Darren Martin picks up the slack there in the second quarter and pumps in 9 as well. For your Central Warriors, Ben Scallard with 2, Tyler Vanover with 3, Dalton Mullins with 4, Isaiah McCamus with 5, Ben Bricky with 2, and Elijah Hayes with 1. A couple other noted Warriors with 8 turnovers there in the first half, and the G-Men with 7. We're knotted up as far as rebounds, both teams with 17 rebounds. One difference here is that the Warriors are struggling from the free throw line, only being 3 of 7, whereas the G-Men are 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. The Warriors have knocked down 2 3-point shots on 10 attempts, and so far the G-Men have not knocked down any. They're 0 for 8 from the 3-point line. So, you know, as much as I guess watching first time seeing Graham play, we're not really sure, are they hot, are they struggling or whatever else, but I mean, watching the first 2 quarters and knowing our Central Warriors, we'd have to say offensively we struggled.
Yeah, we definitely did, Jason. It probably took us 3 or 4 minutes there in the first quarter to kind of settle in and get a basket. And I think it wasn't until the second quarter that we really saw any form of comfort from our Warriors. And then they went on a little run, cut the lead, actually took the lead at one point, and Graham went on a little run and pushed the score here to 24-19. So it's been a good basketball game. We expect the same as we head in here to the second half, which will be getting started here in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. We'll be getting back underway. One more time, the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here. We'd like to thank our sponsor, our special game sponsor for tonight, Powell Valley National Bank, who is our game sponsor for tonight. And if you want to become a sponsor and help sponsor this, as you heard earlier in the broadcast, Ben Harding, a teacher, a band director there at Central High School, he decided to step in and become a sponsor because he was appreciative and liked what we were doing for these broadcasts for each of these events. So he did that. We thank you very much for that, Ben. A special shout out to you. And to Powell Valley National Bank, again, who is our special game sponsor. So if you want to become a sponsor of this, all you have to do is email Evan Sturgill Photography, all you have to do is email Sturgill Sports Media at evansturgillphotography.com. One more time to become a sponsor. I know Sturgill Sports Media's got a lot of things in the works. They want to start doing more broadcasts of sports in the spring and on into the fall as well. So if you want to become a sponsor, once again, email Sturgill Sports Media at evansturgillphotography.com. As Jason is going to run down the rest of the sponsors that we have for the Sturgill Sports Media.
All right, as Lance mentioned, Powell Valley National Bank is our game sponsor tonight. We are appreciative of them and what they do here. They have locations throughout Southwest Virginia.
Don't go to one of the big banks, people. You're just a number. Again, go to somebody who's going to treat you like family.
Exactly right. Also, last night's game sponsor for the girls' game was Home Changes, and they're on board tonight as a sponsor as well. We appreciate them. Also, you have ITS, Ideal Technology Solutions, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Van Hust, your LuLaRoe Consultant, Morgan McClure, Coburn, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, Pound, IGA, Rainbow Gymnastics, England Consulting Group, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and as Lance gave the shout out there, also joining our list of sponsors is Ben Harding, our band director at Central High School. And so we're appreciative of him and what he's doing, not only taking on sponsorship here and helping us out, but what he does for their students in the band program at Central High School. Both teams are now out of the locker room as the Warriors are coming by right now. We're expecting a good half here, and good news is, as we said in the first half, we felt we struggled offensively, but we find ourselves only down 5 points right here to Graham. Nobody really in foul trouble. For the Warriors, we do have Bryson Collins with 2, Elijah Hayes, Dalton Mullins, Jordan Bishop each with 1. I think I'm missing one, maybe Tyler Vanover, I think, not have 1 for the 6 that we have. But also on the other side of it, Graham really doesn't have anybody in foul trouble as well. They got 2 with 2 fouls, and that's Curto and Drew Baker. So as both teams are warming up and getting set for action, we expect much of the same here in the second half. It'll be a game of spurts, as we've seen so far. Good game, good action, good hustle by both teams. And again, we've got about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go here at halftime. And your score is the Central Warriors 19 and the Graham G-Men 24.
If you are listening to us tonight from your home and you're sitting wherever you're sitting with your headphones in or whatever it may be, and you want to kind of realize what's happening down here, as we're looking at the court going from our left to the right, the Central Warriors will be headed down to the left side of the court, and the Graham G-Men will be going towards the right side of the court, from our vantage point at least. So you can kind of help follow along what's going on. As Jason and I do our best tonight to kind of give you a visual representation through us talking a lot, so you can see what's happening tonight. Minutes ago, both teams here are getting some instructions from their coaching staffs, putting the balls back up from the warm-up shots. Places continuing to fill up. More and more people are pouring in as the night goes on. People here are expecting to see good basketball. And Jason, I wasn't here for the first game, but here through this game, we'll be here through the rest of the night. I expect to see some good basketball as well. We have already seen a pretty good first half.
We have, and you made reference of us being on here and talking a lot. The way I look at it, they want to put this big Johnny Carson microphone in front of us if they didn't want us to talk.
That's a good point, Jay.
Yeah, we saw some good basketball already out of our 2 teams, and I tell you what, first time I'd seen Eastside play this year, and I was impressed. The Lawson kid, he's real deal. 6'7", brings the ball up down the floor when he needs to, and I saw him throw down 3 or 4 pretty impressive dunks, and that's not because he was open. It's just because he got to the middle. He steps foot inside the paint. He's going up with it.
As we start the second half here from the semifinal game from the UVA Wise, it will start with Graham having the basketball. As you heard the whistle there from the official, as Baker has the ball at the top of the key, being picked up by Tyler Vanover. He dribbles across the timeline, finds Curto down here in the right corner. Graham runs through their offensive possession up to the top to Owens, over to the left-hand side to Martin. He goes back to Baker down the left corner. He dribbles into the foul line, finds number 12, Darren Martin, at the top of the key. He's dribbling to the left, pulls the dribble back, dribbles into the foul line, finds Baker at the right wing, and he dribbles in, shoots a shot up off the glass. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stallard, but the ball gets knocked away by Curto, and then he shoots the layup. It's up and good. 26-19, now your score. 7:20 to go.
Second attempt opportunities has definitely been in favor of Graham tonight, as we've seen right there. Knocked the ball loose and was able to get the easy put in. Down on the other end of the floor, Bryson Collins is going to be called for the travel as he's trying a little spin move there and shuffled his feet. And it'll be Graham's basketball, bringing it back the other direction.
As number 12, Darren Martin has the ball here at the right wing. Owens cuts through down to the right corner to Curto, who finds Gardner Dalton underneath. Ball's knocked away from him, and we're headed back down the other way for the Warriors as Dalton Owens drives into the lane. He's shot his block by Garrett Dalton to be out of bounds and remain Warrior basketball.
We got to see the Warriors doing that, though. They're going to have to attack until they get their outside shots going.
As the inbounds play is set to come now. They're running through it now. Dalton Owens inbounds the ball to Ben Stallard underneath. Nice play there. Nice roll off the screen there from Bryson Collins and goes down to the basket. Dalton Owens finds him. Basket's up and good. 26-21 now. Favor of Graham. As Martin has the basketball, he gets a screen on the right-hand side from Garrett Dalton. As Owens cuts through the lane, gets a pass in the low block, back out to the right wing to Martin, back to Owens to the corner for 3 shots up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Vanover, who's quickly to Dalton Mullins, and they're headed back the other way are the Warriors. Isaiah McCamus ball to left wing. Shoots a three, shots up. It's long. Rebound pulled down by Baker. Outlet quickly to Owens. Back to the back. Good job by Dalton Mullins there. Steals the a cross-court pass from Baker. He dribbles down. His pass is in knocked away. Isaiah McCamus hustling. He can't get his hands on it. Dalton Mullins streaking down the other way to find number 12, Darren Martin, who gets a transition layup. Shots up and good for him. 28-21 is now your score. As the Warriors set up the run play, Coach McCamus is hard enough the next offensive play set he wants them to run. Dalton dribbles to the right over to the wing. Picks his dribble up. Bryson Collins comes around the curl of the screen to the low block. Shots up. It's no good for Bryson Collins as the rebound comes down to Darren Martin. And he's dribbling into the lane right now. Gets stopped at the foul line by Tyler Vanover. He finds Baker over the left wing for a three. A little bit farther than he wants to be out as Garrett Dalton gets the ball at the elbow. Down to Owens in the left corner. Three's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Mullins. And quickly the other way come the Warriors. Isaiah McCamus has the ball at the right wing. He drives all the way into the lane. His shot is up. And the foul is going to be called against, I believe, that is Garrett Dalton, Jason. 52, that is correct. Blocking foul called on him. Shot was no good for Isaiah. He's going to go to the line to shoot two.
I tell you what, Graham does a good. We talked about him being handsy, and usually when you think of handsy, you're thinking of the old Gate City teams that was going to hand check and stuff like that. They do a very good job of extending their hands, and they've tipped about every pass I think that we've thrown tonight.
I agree.
And as a result, that's resulted in a lot of turnovers. You know, we're heads up. We're finding the open people, but they're getting just enough on it to change the trajectory of the ball and send it in a different direction. It's resulted in some turnovers.
And second one's up. It's good from Isaiah. 28-22. 5:10 left to go as the Warriors extend a little 2-2-1 half-court pressure ball to the left side to Baker. And his ball is stolen away, but the foul is going to be called against Dalton Mullins. On the back tip there, must have got him on the arm a little bit. His second foul for Graham basketball. With 5:02 to go, 28-22 is your score. As Martin shoots the three, shots up, and it's good. 31-22 is now your score. Dalton Mullins dribbles back down the other way. And being guarded by Baker right inside the timeline. Now Tyler Vanover has the ball over to the left wing to Bryson Collins. His dribble handoff is fake to Tyler. Now dribble hands off to Dalton Mullins. He dribbles into the right-hand side with the right hand. Shot up all the way around the rim. It's no good. And looks like we have a foul called underneath the basket.
Foul's going to be called number 23, Emil Kirkland.
That will be on Graham, number 23, Emil Kurto. Timeout called here by the Central Warriors. 31-22 in favor of Graham. 4:32 left to go here in the third quarter. The timeout here for Central Warriors is now underway. Jason, we look a little flat coming out of halftime.
We really did. You know, we really do. We got 3 points here. McCamus knocking down the free throw, and then Ben Stallard on the nice little look in the layup there. But other than that, we just seem to be out of sync. And I've watched every single game that we've played this year, and it seems like we've always been able to find something, a set or something that we could take advantage of what the other team's defense is doing. I don't care, even against Gate City, we were setting little slip screens and being able to hit people back door. I don't know if it's the athleticism of Graham or if it's just the fact that we are a little bit flat, but it seems like we've not been able to find our groove yet.
One good thing about it, Jason, I would say that Graham has not played particularly well offensively either, which has allowed us to kind of hang around here. And this thing is by no means out of reach. We're just a 9-point ball game away here. A couple shots, a little bit of a run here from your Central Warriors. You're going to be right back in this thing.
It is. In tournament play, you take a team that's kind of live and die by the outside. I guess we would say live or die, but we definitely depend heavily on our 3-point shots, and then usually we're very good out there. Tournament play, an athletic team that's going to attack the rim, they would hold through the advantage.
As the ball is inbounded to the right corner to Tyler Vanover, and just as you say that, Jason, Tyler Vanover hits the three from the right corner on the assist from Isaiah McCamus. 25-31 is your score, 4:15 left to go.
That's Vanover's third three of the night as he leads the scores for the Warriors with 9 points.
As Dawson finds number 52, Garrett Dalton at the elbow. His shot's no good. Loose ball pulled away by the Warriors, and down the other way come the Warriors. Ball quickly to Tyler Vanover. He dribbles into the lane, makes a nice Euro step around the defender, 27-31. It's going to be nice if we can get Tyler going here, Jay.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we've needed tonight. Somebody get a little bit of a hot hand and build the confidence of everybody else up.
Number 24, Jance Dawson, is got the ball here at the right wing. He's going to drive into the foul line, being guarded by Ben Stowell. The ball is picked up there in the paint, and he kicks it back up to the top to Drew Baker. High screen set by number 24, Chance Dawson for Baker. He drives in with the left hand. Layups up. It's no good. The Warriors had nobody on the rebound there, though. But nice block by Tyler Vanover right here to Baker, who decides not to take the three, dribbles in, gets picked up there by Tyler Vanover, stops his drive on the baseline on the right-hand side. Ball back to the top to Darren Martin, who goes to the top of the key, being picked up by Dalton Mullins. Good scramble there by the Warriors to come away with no points as so far. As Martin dribbles in, his layup is no good. Warriors pull down the rebound. That will be Collins. Up quickly to Tyler Vanover, who shoots a 12-foot jump shot. All the way around the rim.
I think Vanover is starting to fill it.
Nice shot there by Tyler Vanover. Scores now 29-31. You got a reaction from us there, folks, because the ball didn't look like it was going to go in. It rolled all the way around, went back down, came back out, rolled around again, and finally fell for Tyler Vanover, who has now 5-7 straight points.
Warriors are applying a little pressure. They've got them back out here at half court in the man-to-man.
As Martin has the basketball at the top of the key, is being guarded by Dalton Mullins, who picks it up at the volleyball line. Keeping the count from the official broke as ball's over to Ty Gray, being picked up by Tyler Vanover, quickly to Baker, who finds number 24. Again, that's Chance Dawson. His shot was blocked away there by, who was that, Jason?
That was Bryson Collins on the block.
The other way comes the Warriors. Dalton Mullins into the lane with the right hand. Nice dish to Bryson Collins, and he just can't finish it. And we head back down the other way for the Graham G men.
So Collins there, it's a good power move, but he just shorthanded.
Just left that one a little bit short, Jay. Baker for a three from the left corner. First time we've seen him do that. Shots up and good for him. 34-29 is now the score as the Graham G men are on top of the Warriors for the moment with 1:55 left to play here in the third quarter.
You think, with Graham as quick as they are, and they like to run that 5 out, and most teams do that so they can penetrate, hoping that you'll double team, they can kick it out and hit the three-pointer. And as we alluded to there at halftime, Graham not being able to knock down any threes, but now here they are in the second half here, already knocking down 2 threes, and that's definitely not what we want to see as we're trying to force them to drive and force them to take the outside shots. And that takes them out of their comfort zone. But I tell you, that's, I think, 2 threes in the last 3 possessions.
As both teams come back on here out of the timeout, it will be Warrior basketball. Underneath here is Jordan Bishop is checked in for the Warriors. And he's going to inbound it to Dalton Mullins, who's being picked up by Baker. Good job there by Dalton on getting open. The ball gets turned over by the Warriors, and Hayes is trying to defend Garrett Dalton, who's streaking down the lane, and it is good for Dalton. Garrett Dalton, 36-29 is now your score. Warriors back down the other way. Isaiah McCamus, as he comes up underneath the basket, he's going to get a foul called as he's driving to the lane. Looks like it's going to be on the floor, though.
That's going to be on 52. That's Garrett Dalton, and that's going to be his second.
Ben Stowell checks in for Jordan Bishop. As the Warriors inbound the basketball here, Dalton Mullins into Elijah Hayes underneath, finds position, can't make the layup. Tell you what, Jason, that's about 3 or 4 layups we have missed.
Yeah, and as we said, when you're struggling offensively, the worst thing you can do is not knock down those little, we call them layups. That's exactly what it was, and you're right. Hayes missed that one, but you could probably credit about 5 other guys on the team that's missed them as well. As
Baker has the basketball at the top of the key, being guarded by Tyler Vanover. He drives into the lane with a little floater from about 8 feet. That was a nice shot by Baker. It's up and good. 38-29 is now your score as Graham picks up in the full court man-to-man. Dalton Mullins has the basketball being guarded by Darren Martin. And the trap comes to number 24, Chance Dawson. Dalton dribbles out of it. Finds the open guy there in Elijah Hayes. He goes down to the left corner for Tyler Vanover for a 3, who was calling for it. Ball just rolls around. It's no good. And back racing the other way comes Graham as Martin goes to the lane. And we have a block that is called against McCamus.
Again, we're on the air, but that was a bad call. As he dips his shoulder in. McCamus was sitting there just watching and thought he was going to pull up, hit the jump shot, and he ends up dipping his shoulder into him. But evidently from the perspective of the referee, who has made quite a few calls tonight, he doesn't agree with it. And it's a charge. First shot's up, and it's good.
39-29. Grand G-Men have built the lead to 10 with about a minute to go here, as Martin is on his way to shoot the second of 2. It's up it's off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Hayes. Out quickly to McCamus. As he's trapped, he drives into the lane and he goes all the way to the basket. And he has a foul. He's going to be fouled as he goes ahead and makes the bucket with 51.5 seconds to go. Scores now 39-31 as Isaiah goes to the line to shoot the extra foul shot to complete the 3-point play.
Which is exactly what we need, but what we don't want is to be matching them baskets. So, we got to find some solutions down here on the other end of the floor defensively, and offensively. We got to get on the roll here with 55 seconds to go, 51 seconds to go. The basket's up and it's good, making the score 32-39.
As Baker brings the ball down across the timeline, he's being picked up by Tyler Vanover. Over to number 24, Chance Dawson. Lots of pressure being applied as Baker goes into the lane, and as he kicks it down to number 42, who is Nick Miller. He misses the layup. Back down with 30 seconds. Quickly come to Warriors. Dalton Owens has the ball at the left. Dalton Owens has the ball at the left wing. He drives in, and he's going to be fouled on the shot as well. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2, as the block was called on number 42, Nick Miller.
Fouls been down number 42, Nick Miller, his second, team's 5th. Dalton Owens, the line to shoot 2.
As the first shot is getting ready to come underway here from Dalton Owens. Score again, 39-32, 26 seconds left. Foul shot's up. It's good. 39-33 is now your score. As we have, once again, 26 seconds as left to go in the third quarter, as Nick Miller is checked out of the ball game, and number 52, Garrett Dalton, the big post, comes back in for the Grand G-Men. Second shot now underway for Dalton. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Chance Dawson of Graham, who hands it to Baker, and he's going to walk it down here with 20 seconds to go. Over to the left-hand side to Chance Dawson, back to Baker, over here to the right side to Martin, who then pans Dalton Gardner, and he's going to dribble down baseline, picked up by Hayes. Hayes gets his hands in the pass lane, gets his hand on it, but it comes back to Darren Martin. Baker now has it being guarded at the timeline. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He goes into the lane, kicks it to Dalton over there for a 2, Shots up, and it's good. It's just a 2-point basket. 41-33 is now your score as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. 41-33 in favor of the Grand G-Men.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that Region 1.
Once again, we want to thank our game sponsor tonight, Powell Valley National Bank, for being a supporter of the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here. We thank you so much for that. Our other sponsors as well: Home Changes, ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evans Surgical Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Van Hush, your Lily Roads consultant, Morgan McClure of Coburn, Virginia, Robo's Drive-In, Pound, IGA, Rainbow Gymnastics, England Consulting Group, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and Ben Harding as well. If you want to become a member of the sponsor group of the Sturgill Sports Media, all you have to do is email SturgillSportsMedia@EvansSturgillPhotography.com. One more time, that is SturgillSportsMedia@EvansSturgillPhotography.com.
So as we enter the fourth quarter here in action, we find ourselves down 8 points here. But again, as Tyler Vanover showed us there, coming out, knocking down 8 points in a row. We're not out of this thing. We just got to do a better job taking care of the ball and on the defensive side. As Mullins brings the ball down the court, he gets a screen from McCamus.
He finds Elijah Hayes on the slip, who goes quickly to the corner to Tyler Vanover. 3 for Dollar is up and good. 41-36 now your score, 7:40 to go. As Baker brings the ball across the timeline, picks up by Tyler Vanover at the top of the key at about the volleyball line. He dribbles over to the left wing, picks his dribble up, finds at the top of the key, number 52, the pass. His pass is knocked away by Elijah Hayes. It's going to go out of bounds and remain Graham basketball. Bryce Collins is set to check back in.
Depending on what happens here on this defensive side, but now as far as offensively, you couldn't have asked for anything better out of the Warriors. Come out, set play, find Vanover in the corner who knocks down the three.
As Graham inbounds the ball to be Baker. He's trying to find Garrett Dalton, and he can't, so he goes all the way up to the top of the court there to number 20. That's Nick Owens, who comes back to Baker. He dribbles up high, is picked up by Tyler Vanover about the volleyball line again on the left-hand side, and he crawls up a little bit closer to try to get the count. Baker does a pretty good job handling the basketball, though, Jay.
He does. He's one of 5, I think, that Graham has that does a really good job of handling the basketball.
Just as I say that, Jason, he dribbles in, he palms the ball, loses it for a second, and turns it over. And that was beneficial for the Warriors. 36-41, 7 minutes to go here in the last quarter of the first our first semifinal game here tonight for DVA Wise for the Region 2D basketball. Elijah Hayes has the ball, dribbling to the left hand, to the left elbow, waiting on Dalton Mullins to come around for a dribble handoff. Ball's knocked away by Martin, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Graham basketball as Dalton Mullins knocks the ball away.
Again, Graham showing their athleticism. If they get a hand on it and it's a loose ball, they've also got the speed to chase it down.
Ball inbounded here to Graham. 14 Baker back across the timeline to number 12, Darren Martin, who's going to dribble it for a second. Picked up by Dalton. He's going to dribble in with the left hand, and his shot is up. It's no good. Good defense by Bryson Collins to come over to stop the drive. Quickly down the other way come the Warriors. Tyler Vanover steps back for a 3. Shots up. It's no good. Good-looking shot, though, Jay. It comes off good. And as number 32, Ty Gray, can't get his hands on it, saves the ball back underneath the wrong basket, right into the opening hands of Elijah Hayes. He lays it in. 38-41 now. The Warriors are starting to build a little bit of momentum, Jason.
I would agree. Oh, good defense by McCamus, but wasn't able to keep the handle on it. He knocks it out of bounds.
Number 23, Emil Curto, is driving into the lane and tries a little dump-off pass to the post to number 52, Garrett Dalton. Isaiah McCamus reads it well, just can't come up with it in his hand, but knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Graham basketball as Curto throws the ball in all the way up here at the top to Baker. Goes back to Curto at the left wing, and Dalton is doing a job trying to post Bryson Collins up. He takes a dribble to the right into the lane for about a 12-foot jump shot. It's up and good. 38-43 is now your score. The other way come the Warriors. Isaiah McCamus dribbles down. Ball be knocked over to Tyler Vanover to the left-hand side, who finds it back to Dalton Mullins, who goes into the lane, shoots a scoop layup. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bryson Collins. And as he goes up for the second attempt, he's going to be fouled on the layup. Shot was no good, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on number 32, Ty Gray. 43-38 is now your score with 5:49 left to go here in the game, as Bryson Collins is going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
I tell you, not making no excuses for our Warriors tonight, but defensively, that's about a nightmare trying to guard Graham. It's a good thing they really aren't a good, strong shooting team from the outside, because for those of you that's listening and not here at the game, they've got 5 guys on the outside. One of those guys is a 6'5", well put together young man that you would think would be a traditional post, but he's got some handles with the basketball behind his back, between his legs, and
a sweet looking jump shot too.
He does.
First foul shot was good from Collins. Second one was not. 39-43. Now your score, 5:40 to go. Back the other way comes Graham as Baker's being guarded by Tyler Vanover. He finds his way into the lane, and Vanover is going to give him a little shot there on an accident with the body. It's going to be a foul called on him, as it will be Graham basketball underneath, as Emil Curto checks back in for number 20, Nick Owens of Graham, and Garrett Dalton is set to inbounds the ball for Graham as they run through their play up to the top here to number 12, Darren Martin, and he's going to dribble it back, being picked up by Dalton Mullins. And as Graham sets up their play, he's dribbling with the right hand into the lane, jumps around with the right-hand side, jumps around Bryson Collins, and goes up with the right hand, scores the layup. It's good. 45-39 is now your score, as Dalton Mullins dribbles back down the other way. This is a high screen from Ben Stout. He's continuing, picks up his dribble, as Isaiah McCamus up at the top of the key. He drives into the lane, shoots the layup up the right hand. It's no good. We're going to have a foul called here against Bryson Collins.
Fouls on number 44, Bryson Collins, his third, team's fourth.
45-39 to go here with 5 to play in the fourth quarter, as Martin brings the ball across the court, across the timeline, picked up by Dalton Mullins here, trying to incite the 5-second call from the official. Dalton does a good job there stopping the drive. Bryson Collins slides over, shot's no good, into the lane to Curto. Up here to the top of the key again to Baker, who goes back to Curto, all the way across the left side to the big man. That's Garrett Dalton at 3. He decides not to take the shot, goes back up to the top to Drew Baker. As Coach Glenn Carlock there for Graham says, let's dribble this thing out a little bit and try to run some time off this clock. Baker drives into the lane. Yeah, that's what I thought happened there. As he drives with the left hand, Tyler tries to jump in front of him, and he pushes off there with his right hand. He's going to be called for the offensive foul.
That's going to be his 3rd. That's the team's 7th.
As Bryson Collins checks out and Elijah Hayes checks in for the Warriors, and he's inbounds the basketball now to Dalton Mullins. 4:28 left to go, 45-39 in favor of Dram, as Dalton finds Ben Stout at the left elbow, who then dribbles and finds Isaiah McCamus at the top of the key, who dribbles in with the left hand, stops to shoot a jump shot, shots up, rattles around, no good. Elijah Hayes with the rebound and a putback. That's 2 points for him, 45-41. Good minutes by Elijah Hayes coming in, making an impact instantly.
Good hustle, heads up, good box out, and they can put the ball back in.
Baker now dribbling the basketball, being guarded by Tyler Vanover, over to Martin, who's being guarded by Dalton, and Isaiah McCamus slides over on Martin's drive. Isaiah McCamus giving up the body there for the team as the charge is called against Martin. And it looks like that Graham is going to set back up into the full court press. As Elijah Hayes inbounds the ball, as he's trying to find somebody to inbounds it too. We got a quick 5-second call, but we have a timeout called by Coach McCamus first.
Yes, going to be a timeout called by Coach McCamus. I was thinking it was a little bit quick with the 5-second call. I knew that it was close to 3 or 4 seconds, but.
So we avoid the turnover there. Coach McCamus quickly calls a timeout.
Warriors have called, and they're way back into this ball game here, find themselves down 4 points with the basketball. But I'd have to say nothing has came easy for the Warriors tonight. No wide open looks. They've been a hand in their face every shot that they've taken.
You got 5 seconds here left to go of the timeout as both teams getting last second instructions one more time from their coaching staff. As the Warriors are set to inbound the ball on Graham's end of the court. It looks like Graham's going to continue to stay in the full court press here.
Looks like Graham switched it up and maybe going to go to a man-to-man full court here.
As Ben Stout is going to inbound the basketball. We got a 4 across the elbow here. The full court by the Warriors. Ball is inbounded to Dalton Mullins. He's being trapped quickly. Gets his dribble back up to Tyler Vanover. Cross court to Isaiah McCamus. Back to Dalton Mullins, who dribbles down to the right wing. The ball's knocked away from him, but he regains possession of it. Tyler Vanover thinks about a 3, decides not to take it. Kicks it over to the left wing to Isaiah McCamus. And Dalton Mullins comes and gets his. Coach McCamus says, let's run something else here. Dalton Mullins dribbles into the lane. And he's going to be called for the double dribble there as he couldn't keep the handle of the dribble to turn over against the Warriors. 45-41, still your score. 3:31 left to go.
G-Men been very handsy out there. They had a lot of body contact and hands being reached in, but we didn't get no call. As Graham brings the ball back down the floor.
That is Curto, who has the ball picked up by Stallard. And Dalton Mullins is guarding Martin, who almost loses the handle on it, but managed to regain possession of it. Martin kicks it down to number 52. That is Dalton. That's Garrett Dalton, who makes a nice drop step spin move there and scores the bucket. 47-41, 3 minutes to go here in the game as Dalton Mullins has the basketball for the Warriors, being picked up by Ty Gray. Finds Isaiah McCamus curling around at the foul line. The ball is blocked by number 52, Garrett Dalton, and then on the loose ball, Isaiah McCamus fouls number 52, Garrett Dalton.
I think that's going to be McCamus' second foul.
32, Isaiah McCamus, his second, that's the team's 5th.
That's 5 for the Warriors. So with 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go, Graham basketball, and they have the lead 41-47.
Now ball is inbounded to Darren Martin, and he's bringing the ball across the timeline and being picked up now by Dalton Mullins. He's going to take his second to dribble. He's looking like Coach Carlock over there of Graham has decided to let these guys do some dribbling here and trying to run some time off. His ball's over to Baker. He's going to dribble into the foul line and decide not. He got a nice little cross dribble back, and then goes back to the basket, and his layup is contested by Elijah Hayes. Elijah Hayes is going to be in on the foul. The layup was no good, so number 14, Drew Baker, is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Again, that foul was called on Elijah Hayes. 47-41, 2:35 to go in the fourth quarter of action here for the first regional semifinal games of the 2A basketball tournament, as the first foul shot for Baker is up and good, 48-41.
Bryson Collins going to be in the contest for the Warriors, and Nick Owens going to be in for the G-Men.
Second one is getting ready to come on the way here from Baker. And it's up. And it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Vanover, out quickly to Isaiah McCamus, who's up to Dalton Mullins very quickly with his right hand all the way to the lane is the layup, or the jump shot, excuse me, from about 8 or 10 feet away is no good. But number 52, Garrett Dalton, is going to be called on the shooting foul, as it will be a block, and Dalton's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That's Garrett Dalton's third foul, and that is the team's 9th.
48-41 here, 2:30 to go, as the first foul shot is on its way from Dalton Mullins. It's up, and it's good. 48-42 now. 6-point ball game, 2.5 to go. As Coach McCamus is giving some instructions there, and Dalton is getting ready to attempt his second of 2 foul shots. First one again was good. It's on its way. It's up, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Stallard, though, who then finds Bryson Collins, who then goes back to Isaiah McCamus, who finds a curling Dalton Mullins to the basket. He goes in. It's no good. Bryson Collins with a rebound. It's no good on the putback, and Graham pulls the rebound down, and we're headed back the other way. 48-42 now your score, as Baker is fouled by McCamus.
Fouls on number 32, Isaiah McCamus. It's his third, team 7th. Checking back in, going to be number 32 tonight.
As Baker's going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And Elijah Hayes checks in for Bryson Collins. As we have the foul shot coming here for Baker. 48-42 again, 2:09 left to play. Shot is up from Baker, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Hayes. Out quickly to Isaiah McCamus, who dribbles in, and he is going to be fouled quickly by number 23, Emil Curto. And we are now shooting in a double bonus, so McCamus is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That is Curto's 4th foul. That is 10, as Lance just mentioned, on the G-Men.
As McCamus is getting ready to shoot his first of the double bonus. One more time, if you're just now tuning in, 48-42 in favor of Graham. 2:04 to go. That foul shot, excuse me, is up and good. 43-48, 5-point ball game. 2:09 to go, 2:04 to go. Second one is up, and it is good. 48-44 as the Warriors pick up in a little full court man-to-man here. As Hayes picks up Curto. Curto driving in, picks his dribble up, finds Baker. Baker finds number 24, Gray, or 32, excuse me, that's Gray. And loose ball, rebound pulled down by, loose ball comes to Garrett Dalton, who shoots the layup. It's up and good. Ball was kind of in lingo there for a second. Jason got bounced around both defenders, but Garrett Dalton comes away with it, shoots the layup. It was good, 50-44. And we have 26 seconds left to go here on our timeout.
You know, hey, that last play kind of typical of the night for the Warriors. You know, great hustle play. We tipped it. Looks like we're going to get a fast break. You know, they tip it, knock it away from us. They get it. They take a shot in the paint. We get a hand on it, knock it away. The rebound goes right back to them. He gets an easy little putback, reverse layup there. Whereas down on our end of the court, they tip it. We never do get the handle back on it, or, you know, we're not able to put the easy putbacks in. But we found ourselves down 6 with our 3-point shooters. That's a 2-possession game with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. So we're still in this thing and holding on here and going to win this thing.
All right, Ben Stallard is set to inbound the basketball to Dalton Mullins as we got 1:40 to go. Dalton dribbles down left-handed here across the timeline, picked up by Baker. Screen set for him by Tyler Vanover. Dribbles over to the right side, picked up by Gray. Dribbles down, finds Isaiah McCamus as he is picked up by Gray on the switch of the screen. Isaiah McCamus over here to the left wing to Ben Stowler, who finds Tyler Vanover, who drives in. A nice spin move shot blocked by Garrett Dalton. Rebound pulled down, or a loose ball pulled down by Baker of Graham, and they're back down this way. That comes Gray with left-handed layup. Shot's no good for him. Ben Stowler with the rebound. McCamus up quickly to Hayes, who dribbles in and decides to find McCamus top of the key for a three. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebound, loose ball. It's going to remain Warrior basketball. 1:07 to go. 44-50 now, still in favor of Graham as the Warriors are set to inbound the basketball underneath the goal. It'll be Dalton Mullins as the Warriors set to run through the inbounds place. Isaiah McCamus curls over here to the left wing. Gets the ball at the left corner. Dalton Mullins comes up on a zipper cut to the top. Dribbles back, being guarded by Baker, goes into the lane and finds Elijah Hayes underneath with a nice dish there by Dalton Mullins and a nice finish. Finally got one of those layups to finish there, Jay. That was a good job by Elijah Hayes. 46 now. The Warriors 50 is Graham. We've got 57 seconds to go.
Warriors doing a good job there in that set, but I tell you, Graham is able to switch. A lot of teams can't switch on their screens, and they can switch on any screen. They can have that 6'5" post player of theirs out here. He's got the feet to play a point guard off the dribble, and that's caused a little problems for the Warriors as we're trying to pick and roll and set screens and get McCamus open for some three-point shots, and they just switch right off the screens, making it tough. But I tell you what, the Warriors have been battling here, and we cut this thing down to 4 points here with about a minute to go, and we'll see what happens here in 20 seconds, what the Coach McCamus and his Warriors have planned, whether we're going to try to foul them quick, put them on the free throw line, or what. But I know we're not just going to sit out and let them dribble this last minute away here and watch this thing go. We will fight till the very end here.
I told Coach McCamus earlier today, we were talking about the game tonight, and I said, Coach, this time of the year, as long as you got a chance to win the basketball game at the end of the fourth quarter, you've really done about what you can do.
Exactly. I would agree wholeheartedly with that. Warriors look like come out and add a little pressure here. Full court press.
As number 23, Curto, is set to inbounds the basketball. 4 across the court here for Graham as they have one. Gray streaking down. Nobody seems to see him, and he gets the wide open layup there. That's been in for him. 52-46, 45 seconds to play as Dalton brings the ball down across the court, picked up by Martin. Dalton finds McCamus, who dribbles in with the right hand, goes all the way to the basket with a layup. It's no good. Hayes again up for the rebound. Skies gets the rebound and pulls it down, and as he goes up to put back, he's going to be fouled by number 32. That's Ty Gray, and Hayes is going to go to the line to shoot 2. 35 seconds to go. 52-46 in favor of the Graham G-men as Hayes is set to shoot 2 foul shots.
It's a good thing when the Warriors are able to score points with the clock stopped, so we need to knock down both of these free throws here.
That will be. Is that Curto's 5th foul, Jay?
If that was called on Curto, it was. I marked down number 32 with the foul, but it was on 23. With these referees' backs to us, we have to read everything backwards. So what looks like a 32 is actually a 23, and he's going to lead the game with 4 points on the night.
Nick Owens in for him. Hayes' first foul shot all the way around, and it's kind of crawls out there. Second one coming from him here in just a second. 52-46, 35 seconds to go. Second shot from Hayes is no good either. Rebound pulled down by Garrett Dalton, and he's fouled quickly by Ben Bricky. As they'll be shooting the 1-and-1.
Bricky, his first, team's 8th.
As we're walking back down here to get set to ready to shoot the 1-and-1. Graham's going to keep everybody back in the defensive end of the floor as Ben Stowler checks back in for Ben Bricky. A little offense-defensive substitution there, I believe, Jason.
I believe so. Getting some foulers and some defensive guys in here.
As the first shot of the 1-and-1 for Garrett Dalton is on the way. The 6'5" senior shot is up. It's good. 53-46, 34 seconds to go.
Big man hasn't missed a free throw yet on the night.
Second shot now on the way for Garrett Dalton. And it's up and good for him as well. 54-46. 30 seconds to go. Quickly the other way comes the Warriors. As we got Isaiah McCamus dribbling in, shoots about an elbow jump shot up and in. It's good. Quick timeout called there by Coach McCamus. 48 to 54 in favor of Graham. We have 25.5 seconds left to go here of the fourth quarter, as we've got some other Warriors checking in. As Jason mentioned, some foulers and some defensive people walking in, checking in here for the Warriors. There'll be a full timeout called for the Warriors. One more time, we want to thank Powell Valley National Bank for being our game sponsor for tonight. We very much appreciate their sponsorship of the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here, Warrior Nation blog, with live action in the semifinal round of the boys tournament. Had our girls win last night, big win over Union. They'll be set to action tomorrow at 4:45. We'll be here on the call as well. I don't know who will be here, but somebody will be here calling the thing tomorrow as the girls take on the Virginia High Bearcats for an opportunity to host the quarterfinal round the state tournament. Both those teams have punched their ticket, but the winner of the Region D championship tomorrow will get the opportunity to host, and I believe, Jason, that quarterfinal game, if our girls happen to win, we hope they do, pulling for them to do that, will be here at UGA Wise.
I believe you're correct on that, Lance. You know, I was looking down, we're waiting for Graham to come out of the huddle over here of who on that squad. You know, we talked about Coach putting some foulers in, who we'd want to foul, and I've not found that player yet. They've got one person, Chance Dawson, number 24, that's shooting 50%. He's made one and missed one, and the rest of them pretty good free throw shooters. So we'll see what happens right here.
As the Warriors set up here in a full court press, and ball comes into Martin, and he's fouled quickly by Elijah Hayes. 24 seconds to go. He's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 as both teams make their way back down to the other side of the court. As Martin jogs down and sets up at the foul line, getting ready to shoot the first of a 1-and-1. 24.3 seconds left to go here. 54-48 is your score. As Ben Stowell checks back in for Elijah Hayes. And the first foul shot from Martin is getting ready to come underway right now. He just received the ball from the official, so he's setting himself up, going through his foul shot routine. Shots up, and it is good. 55-48. 7-point game, 24.3 to go. Second shot getting ready to be underway here from Martin. As it is up and shot is good, goes in. 56-48 right here. If we can get a quick three here, Jason, go 3 for 2 on this possession, it will be very helpful. As Isaiah McCamus shoots the three, shots up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Graham. That's Baker. He finds Martin. Martin is dribbling around. He's fouled by Dalton Mullins before he crosses the timeline. 12.2 seconds left to go. Martin's going to go to the line and shoot the double bonus now. And it's 56-48 is now your score. Martin to the line to shoot 2. As he received the ball from the official and getting ready, for the first shot, it's up and underway. And it's up and good. He's got a nice looking shot, Jay.
He does, I tell you, and he's the one we've been talking about with the handles and everything else. He's a total package, and he's not a ball hog either. He's not going to
not
any
one bit.
shot. If you give him the lane, he'll take it, but if it's not there, he's happy to pass it and create shots as well. I've been very impressed with him tonight. He's a good ball player.
12.2 to go as Martin's second comes underway here. Shot is up as Dustin Barker and Trey Mullins check in for the Warriors. Ball comes down to Dalton Mullins as they're now under 10 seconds. He's down quickly, drives into the lane, shoots about a little jump shot. It's up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Martin. And it looks like the Warriors are not going to foul as the Graham G-men dribble out the ball. And at the end here of the semifinal game, it is the Graham G-men on top of the Warriors, 58-48. Graham G-men will advance to the championship game, which will be Saturday night here against either the Union Bears or the Gate City Blue Devils. As we want to say a shout-out, congratulations to our boys Warrior basketball program. Had an outstanding season. Finally got the first regional win. Had a great effort tonight. Just comes up a little short. Jay, I say if we play this Grand team 10 times, we split with them 5 out of 5 of those times. Just tonight, the ball bounced a little more in Graham's favor, and they were able to make a few more shots than we were able to make. But a great basketball game that we saw tonight here from UGA Wise Pryor Center.
I agree with that. We talk about the things that we didn't do well, the putbacks, and probably more turnovers, I know, than Coach McCamus would like. But one thing you're not going to be able to say about them is the lack of hustle. Good hustle, no quit whatsoever in the Warriors tonight as they played an extremely good game, good hard game. But like you said, the ball just did not bounce in our way tonight. And a great season comes to an end. Not the way that any of us would want it, but nonetheless, extremely proud of what these boys accomplished. We saw a lot of milestones crossed over this year. And, Coach McCamus, I'm sure looking forward to next year. Get a little time off here, but Dalton and Dustin Martin being the only two seniors on this team. We will miss those guys, but it'll be a great future here for these Warriors. Next year, we look for great things out of some of these great young players. We mentioned Hayes and Bricky and some of these young guys that stepped in and made some huge contributions late in the season here. And, it's going to be their number next year that's going to get called.
All right, so as we have to move quickly here as we got some more people rolling in to do these other games. We're going to very quickly run down the stats for you. And as Jay is getting those things gathered around, I'm going to one more time give you our sponsors for the Sturgill Sports Media Group here. We appreciate them very much. Again, Powell Valley National Bank was our game sponsor tonight. We appreciate them. Home Changers, ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dell's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Innovative Graphics, Courtney Van Hush, your Luther Road consultant, Morgan McClure, Robo's Drive-In, Pound IGA, Rainbow Gymnastics, England Consulting Group, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and Ben Harding. Jay, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, real quick, let's run down these stats. First of all, for Grand G-Men, Darren Martin, number 12, finished tonight with 20 points. Drew Baker with 10. Curto finished tonight with 4. Dawson had 1. Eric Ty Gray with 2. And the big man inside, Garrett Dalton, with 19 points. For our Central Warriors, it was Ben Bricky with 2, Tyler Vanover with 13 points, Elijah Hayes with 7 off the bench, Dalton Mullins with 6, Ben Stallard with 6, Isaiah McCamus with 13, and Bryson Collins with 1. Your final score tonight was 48 Central Warriors, 58 Grand G-Men.
And we'll be back again, ladies, tomorrow night at 4:45 for the girls' action in the regional tournament as we have to clear out of here quickly. And we thank you all very much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night as well for the girls' championship game. For Lance Compton, this is Jason Mullins, the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here at the Warrior Nation blog. We're here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.